Welcome back to Tabletop Goodness. Rejoice! It's the time of the year where some of my all-time favorite board games are discounted on Steam. Well, the digital versions at least. And even if they would be not, snagging any out of this top 5 would be a fantastic idea, I'd say. Let's dive in. Number 5. Ark Nova. This has been one of my latest additions to my board game collection, and I tell you, this is a fine game. You and your fellow players are trying to build a modern, scientifically managed zoo in order to support various conservation projects. If you are into strategy, theme park management, or any other games of that sort and like animals, this is certainly a no-brainer for you. The main reason for me suggesting getting the digital edition is because of the management of your own zoo. In its physical version, park management is slightly cumbersome, but nonetheless fun, as you oftentimes have to reorder all those animals and park bits as you grow your park. The art itself seems to be on par with the physical version, and I can't recommend it enough. Number 4. Wingspan. Well, did you know that I am actually not overly much into strategy engine building games, and here I'm listing 2 of those as my number 5 and 4. The only reason that I'm doing this is that the rules and the engine that you are building is so much fun that I blissfully ignore the genre of the game. Wingspan's main idea revolves around extending a chain of combinations in one of your habitats. As you play down cards, you try to attract the best birds possible while respecting the win conditions of the respective round. The illustrations of the birds in the physical edition are already gorgeous, and they certainly up the ante in the digital one, animating the cards to make them even more lifelike. The physical version is very, tactile with all its egg counters and such, but I would argue that the digital version with its ease of access to the European, Oceanian, and Asian birds makes for a very compelling argument. Number 3. Spirit Island. I've been hunting the physical version of this game for quite a while and managed to acquire it like a bit over a year ago, and it was absolutely worth it. There's so many expansions, extensions, and replayability in Spirit Island that I did not mind the hefty price tag. In Spirit Island, you and your fellow players all slip into the role of a native island spirit, defending your island against settlers. Now, for the digital version, you get all the instant benefits of accessing the various spirits and playing against all kinds of adversaries. You also don't have to manually go through all the, this village will turn into a town, but this one doesn't, and standing up or turning meeples sideways shenanigans that they included in this game. So we've screwed up a few games already by forgetting one thing or the other, so that's certainly helpful. And number 2 is Root. Well, Root is a game about some of the cutesiest animals that I've seen in a board game fighting for dominion of the forest. If you've seen any of my more recent videos, you will have noticed that I have that very game standing right there behind me. I love it. The art is fantastic, the meeples are of outstanding quality. The only real downside of the physical edition is that in order to play some of the factions, you will need a certain number of players. This is easily solved, of course, with online multiplayer or AI players, and there is one of the factions, I believe it's the Vagabond if I'm not mistaken, which I was not able to play yet due to player count. But here, the world is your oyster. And finally, my number 1, Frosthaven. Well, this was an easy choice for me, but I have to give one disclaimer. As of making this video, this digital adaptation is still in early access. You could give Gloomhaven, the predecessor, a try as well, if you want to stay in more stable gameplay territory. The reason why I'm suggesting Frosthaven over Gloomhaven here is because I see this as an improvement in almost every single aspect, from story up to mechanics. The Haven series are massive roleplay games on the scale of, say, Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era, which you can check out via the link in the description, by the way, but quite different in style and system. There are quite a few benefits to having this game in digital form, from narration, right, to the non-existent space requirement, to the massive rulebook, which surely lets you forget some of the rules at the most crucial of times. I dearly love these kinds of games, but the problem is that those are not meant for an, occasional evening just quickly getting the game out. If you know the rules today, I guarantee you, in a month's time, this has drastically changed. So yeah, if you want a cool dungeon crawler, but without the hassle of components, upkeep, and with less brain work involved, the digital Frosthaven version is surely the way to go. But let me know what is your most favorite board game adaptation and which digital, board games do you own? Let me know in the comments down below and see you again soon on Tabletop Goodness.